When I stand before the endless sky, I see the outline of your love stretching farther than the sun dares to reach. It glows at the edge of my longing, where the light bends softly into the quiet promise of forever. Your name lives in the blue that follows dawn, shaping the air I breathe, whispering through the delicate strands of my heart. There are mornings when I wake before reason, feeling your presence folding around me like the first warmth of day. I think of how love becomes a horizon, never ending, yet always near enough to chase. Every thought of you rises like a golden tide, reflecting pieces of what I used to be, changing me into something unafraid of infinity. I feel my soul walking toward you, even when I stand still, guided by a rhythm older than the wind. You are the light my heart returns to no matter how far it drifts, and I have learned that love, when real, is not a place. It is a direction written by the soul. I remember how silence first revealed you to me, not through words, but through the trembling air between them. You were not meant to be found like treasure, but felt like dawn against closed eyes. Your love is not a spark, it is the steady flame that refuses to be unseen. When I look at the sky now, I no longer see the unknown. I see you standing quietly beyond the clouds, waiting for my thoughts to arrive. There's a gravity in your tenderness that pulls everything restless inside me into calm. I want to learn the language your heart speaks when it calls my name across distance. You are both my question and my answer, the balance between wonder and peace. The horizon used to frighten me, its immensity swallowing direction, but now it feels like home because I see your love at its edge, calling me forward, reminding me that no step is ever lost if it leads me closer to you. Nights with you are oceans where I forget how to breathe without beauty. Every dream becomes a tide carrying your scent, your voice, your warmth into the fragile corridors of my sleep. You have rewritten the stars, teaching them how to whisper instead of burn. The world feels smaller now, yet more infinite, because everything has begun to speak your name. Even the silence carries your rhythm, the way my pulse trembles when I think of you. You are the gravity beneath my wandering heart, the certainty behind my fears. If I were to draw the world, I would paint you as the line that divides night from dawn, the place where everything begins again. You have turned distance into devotion and waiting into worship. Every moment I spend loving you becomes an act of creation, and I realize that the horizon is not what separates us. It's what connects our skies. Your love is the compass guiding my eternity, patient and boundless, forever finding me even when I lose myself. There are words I never say aloud because they belong to the sacred space between our hearts. They are soft, like breaths exchanged in the dark, fragile as petals falling from unseen blossoms. In them lives everything I cannot write, your touch, your gaze, the quiet ache of needing you. Sometimes I feel the horizon trembling within me, stretching wider each time I whisper your name. I think of how love is both a promise and a pilgrimage, and I walk it every day toward you. The world may try to define distance, but it cannot define devotion. You live in every direction I turn, in the soft pull of twilight, in the salt on my lips after tears, in the hush that follows my prayers. You are both the question and the peace that answers it. My love for you is not a flame, but the light it creates, the quiet aftermath of fire. Even when I cannot touch you, your presence becomes the warmth my soul returns to again and again. Sometimes I imagine you standing at the edge of the sea, looking toward the same horizon that cradles my thoughts. The wind carries fragments of you, your laughter, your sighs, the heartbeat that somehow finds its rhythm inside mine. I have learned that love is not about closeness, but about direction, and all of mine points toward you. The horizon between us hums like a secret, shimmering with the truth that nothing can separate what was born to find its way back. When I speak to the ocean, it listens with your patience. When I listen to the stars, they echo your silence. My heart has become fluent in the language of longing you left behind. I am not lost. I am simply orbiting you, as the moon does the earth, never far, never still, forever moved by invisible tenderness. You have become the geography of my soul, the map my dreams trace each night. Every breath I take now belongs to your horizon. There is a purity in the ache of love when it is true, an ache that humbles rather than hurts. With you, even longing feels holy. I find myself grateful for the distance that makes each thought of you burn brighter. You are the calm beneath my chaos, the meaning behind my waiting. When the world turns cold, I remember your voice, and warmth spills back into me as though you've spoken to the air itself. I do not wish for love that ends. I wish for the kind that grows quietly, even when unseen. You are that kind of love. My days are poems written in your absence, and my nights are their echoes. Each star feels like a promise you once made and still keep, even in silence. When I close my eyes, I walk toward your light, crossing unseen miles made of dreams. The horizon no longer feels far away. It feels like the breath between your heart and mine. Sometimes I wonder if the sun rises only to remind me of you. The golden light rests upon the world as if it carries your touch, soft yet certain. I feel you in the warmth that lingers, in the way day refuses to end without grace. Your love is not loud. It arrives like dawn, transforming everything without needing to be seen. I have found that the truest love is not spoken but lived, not demanded, but felt through quiet devotion. The horizon glows with the color of your name, and I walk toward it each day as if it were destiny itself. There are moments when the wind tastes like memory, carrying your breath into mine. Even time seems to bend around the thought of us, refusing to separate what belongs together. My heart beats not just for you, but because of you. You are my stillness and my storm, the beginning and the distance, my eternal direction, your love, my horizon. I never understood eternity until I felt it in your absence, the way everything waits, suspended, hoping for your return. You are the pulse inside silence, the motion within stillness. Every heartbeat carries your name like a song it cannot stop singing. The horizon stretches endlessly, but I have learned to see beauty in the wait. Love is not the destination, but the faith that keeps walking. I imagine your eyes full of sunlight, shaping the air I breathe. Even when the night comes heavy with longing, I find comfort in knowing we share the same stars. There's a kind of grace in distance. It teaches us to listen deeper, to love beyond presence. I want you to know that every breath I take is an act of remembering you, of reaching through invisible skies. Your love does not fade. It expands, turning the horizon into something alive, luminous, infinite, just like us, forever chasing the same light.